We are young.
Did you hear the Apple announcement?
Uh-uh.
Apple is going to move the manufacturing of all of their screens for iPhones and Apple Watches to Kentucky.
Really?
The screens, yep.
Interesting. That's super interesting, actually. When did that start?
Just announced today. Also, Elon Musk the other day trademarked macro hard.
What?
Yeah. Instead of Microsoft, he's got macro.
I like that he's honestly just a rich internet boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just such an internet, like, lurker. Like, people that lurk on, like, message boards and stuff. That's such a persona that they would be like, yeah, if I get rich, I'm going to do this.
I really often wonder this, too. And we're live on his platform as I'm saying it. But it's a good thing that nobody...
Brock's going to come in and punch us.
Yeah, it's a good thing nobody watches yet. Maybe never. No, I'm not manifesting that. But I often wonder, I'm not saying he's not smart. I just often wonder if he was just really good at surrounding himself with the right people. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I mean, smart's definitely something to do with it, though, because I've heard him talk about actual, like, smart guy things.
Oh, yeah.
And not that I understood it when he was saying it, but then when they implemented it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's talking about.
I watched the Neuralink thing where they had the monkey, and that was one of the most technical talks I heard that he did, and he does know a lot of that stuff.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's see.
Check our email and see if we got any copyright strikes right lately. I love that. That's like, I almost feel like I want to make that a feature. Did we get copyright striked? Oh, wow.
We did?
No. Hold on a minute. Listen. Yes, we did. Your Twitch account was logged on. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. Your video is blocked. Okay, that was like last time. Why is it? Oh, wow. I played too much of a song that our buddy mentioned. We got copyright for that one. I played too much of Tate Gray. And I guess Jippy again hit me. I didn't even realize.
Dude.
I didn't realize.
Our boy Jippy's getting us?
Well, it may not be his fault.
Yeah.
And then it happened again because I played Septic Flesh. And after the burial.
After the burial, huh?
Yeah. And then one of those songs that.
So if it probably just has an algorithm that if it knows that you played anything licensed, it's going to hit you with it.
View all 13 claims. We have 13 claims.
That's awesome. I honestly like the fact that we're basically internet criminals.
But look at this email that was sent to us 2 days ago. You can now access monetization tools for Twitch.
Oh, nice.
You can now access monetization and community building tools, including channel points, bits, subs. We can have subs finally.
Nice.
And emotes.
Emotes?
Emotes. And badges. With these tools, you're able to kickstart your community. So we have the ability to monetize our Twitch now.
That's sick.
I didn't know that was going to happen. I thought you had to have a certain amount of subscribers, but I think what it is that we've streamed consistently and then have at least a certain amount of watch time. So that's pretty cool. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
That was a small W in the inbox.
Yeah.
I think YouTube's going to kill us. to me, that is so criminally ignorant.
How they police the.
Yeah, because it's like, how many, we could sit here and show you a ton of new bands that not too many, like I guarantee you, not too many people know about After the Burial.
Right.
So we could sit here and listen. The band probably doesn't care. The band would probably love for us to do it. But anyways, so yeah, you've accessed our monetization tools. I have to set this up. I'm not gonna set this up now, but I have to set this up. I want to set this up before.
Do you want to set it up?
I did say that about 5 times. If I sleep on this, they might. I don't know if they'll ever take it away, but I would think they might.
Yeah. Okay.
So I am gonna do this later, not right now. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Me neither.
I thought we had to have like 100 followers and like 10,000 hours of watch time or something. Which mon? I don't know what the difference is here. Let me read this to you. The affiliate program, we may not be in the affiliate program. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if the monetization tools and the affiliate program are the same thing. I don't think they are. To join the affiliate program, streamers need to reach certain milestones like 50 followers, 500 minutes of broadcast time, and an average of 3 concurrent viewers over a 30-day period.
Ho, ho, ho.
We may have 500 minutes of broadcast time. Because we do 90 minutes, and we've done 4 streams a month since February. So you're talking, we'll do March, April, May, June, July. So times 5. Yeah, that might be what did it. We're right there at the 500, well, a little less. We've done more than that, though. I cut a couple weeks out there because I think we streamed twice in February, maybe. We streamed all of March. We streamed all of April, all of May, all of June, all of July. This is our first stream in August. So yeah, I bet that's what it was. Wow. Oh. Oh, so it's $5 to subscribe, but we only would earn 50% of that.
I see.
You look huge on the stream when you stand there.
Dude, it'd be so funny if you read off all that and just started playing some Tate McRae. Just disregarded the fact, like, we got copyright strikes, this video's blocked, played too much of this. Oh man, that's crazy.
Anyways.
You broke me. You know what's funny, and you'll agree with this probably once I say it, unless I'm completely off base. But my guess is that the industry-wide crackdown on licensed music being played is more record labels than it is artists.
It is. It is. It's because record labels didn't get with the program and lost grip. I'm surprised record companies are still a thing, to be honest with you, man. I really am.
I feel like they should be dying. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's coming pretty close. I think we're knocking on that door. I mean, they're living off of the royalty of classic rock still, basically. You know, they're living off that stuff still. You know, that's some of the conspiracy theories surrounding Michael Jackson. Like, they were trying to take him down because they wanted his stuff, basically. You know? I believe did he own the rights to his own music and the Beatles, I think?
And the Beatles. Yep.
Yeah, I think they were like, nah, dog. Nah. You know what I'm really interested in? I'm not even really a fan of him, is Prince. Supposedly has a music vault where I've heard all sorts of rumors about like how many hours of music that he has recorded that it was never slated to release.
Why? Just so you can,
I don't know,
keep posthumously releasing stuff?
I don't know. They said he was a machine. The guy I'm not a huge fan, but I have a lot of respect for him.
The hustle was there?
Yeah. What part of that drawing is digging into you?
Right now I'm just inking it, but
I can always tell when a drawing's kind of
just
got you in a spot.
the eyes. Tate McRae has very distinct eyes, and it's one of those deals where it's just like, nah, I don't know. Maybe I don't have this one as great as I like it, but it'll still be fine to keep pushing forward. This sounds like the beginning. I'm not gonna make you play it, but this sounds like the beginning of a Glass Animals song called "Gooey."
Interesting.
Since I'm working on this and I'm unhappy about it, I wanted to tell you about the next project idea that I have, because it's going to kind of help me stretch my legs before I start doing the real serious one that I've been talking to you about for a long time. And maybe not like immediately jumping onto it, but you know, like a little testing the waters.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm going to tell the long way this story too, by the way. Which I'm sure you didn't expect anything else. But I've been thinking about the character of Boromir a lot. Because the more I like read his accounts, less than count on the movie, I'm like, man, he's a lot deeper of a character. And what's funny is the entire internet's been blowing up about this. And it's hotly debated, but I'm like, I see it now, and it's weird that the internet's collectively coming to this moment at the same time I am, is that Boromir's a lot more complicated of a character, and I used to always be like, when I read the book for the first time, I was like, dude, I hate him, like, he's the worst, they should have left him, should have not been able to join, he's obviously a bad guy, yada yada. And I'm like, dude, if you read, though, all his instances, he's overcome by the power of the ring, and he's overcome by that temptation, and he tries to nab it from Frodo. Up until that point, the only thing he is desperate to save his people from suffering. He's a warrior. Everything he does is sacrificing his life, putting his life on the line to save his people. Like, he's not a malicious frat boy, party hard, sort of like, I always pictured him more like Thor from like the Marvel movies, where he's like, valor and honor, and like he just goes around slaying people because it's fun. That's not at all, like, Boromir's actually kind of like used as a reflection almost of like Frodo himself, because Frodo's desire is to save his people, the Shire, by, in the world at large, to destroy the ring. And Boromir wants to save his people who are directly under attack by Sauron by using the ring. And he's just convinced that'll work. And everybody's like, no, it's not going to work. And he's like, dude, we haven't even tried it,
Yeah.
And so, like, he's convinced of that, but he's going along with their plan because all the wise people he knows are saying, no, this is the way to do it, this is the way to do it. And so he's going along with it, helping them. And then he gets overcome in that one moment by the temptation, and he tries to hurt Frodo and take the ring. And then after it's funny because it happens the same way in the movie. He falls over and kind of like snaps out of it, and Frodo runs off, and he freaks out like, dude, what did I do? And then he immediately redeems himself by fighting to the death to save the hobbits, like Merry and Pippin, so they can get away, even though they end up getting captured. But in the book, when Aragorn finds him, like in the movie, he has like 3 massive arrows stuck in him. In the book, he has like over 11 arrows just pin-cushioned out of him, and the horn he has is like split in half because he was blowing it, and it got hit and everything. And he had tons of orcs, dead bodies surrounding him. Like, he went out with his boots on and apologized and everything like that with his fight. Because if I remember correctly, I don't know if him and Aragorn actually talk in the book. Okay. In the movie, they have that little dialogue where he says what happened, and I don't remember if that actually happens in the book or not. But I was thinking about that, and there was a TikTok audio that came on, and it's that one that's really popular right now, where it's like, me and the devil walking side by side. Yeah. That one. And I was like, dude, that would be really cool, like... Whoops. See, this is really good, but the angled surface is not. I found out that putting my phone in a is just as good a stand as anything else, because I could just set it up like that. It won't shake anything. Literally as good as it gets. But anyways, I thought that would be a cool, like, video to make of, like, doing that, and then you could make it however you want, but make your own version of that song, sort of. You know what I mean? Yeah. That might be a cool song too. If not, if you don't want to make the song, no big deal.
No, I think that's cool. But put that in the memory bank for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get back. What I need to do to get back into my creative mode is I need to force myself to do it a little bit every day again. Because I was on a hot streak for a minute.
Yeah.
I need to get back into the mode of doing it every day for a little bit again. And then I need to Yeah, I need to clear my mind of the. I don't know if it's common. Like some people, I think that like if you really look at like the troubled artists, like their creative thing, like the Kurt Cobain type. Like I think his problems feel. I have to be in. I notice, at least for me. So this is what's unique to my artistry, I guess. Maybe not. I have to be in somewhat of a place to where I have some kind of emotional content to give. I have to be in a place where I have to have some kind of emotional. So if I'm emotionally drained and I don't have anything to tap into, like I've given too much of it away,
Yeah.
or too much of it has been absorbed, I don't have that to give.
I get that.
Partially because I'm just be transparent about me as an artist. I don't really think that I am a very good one. I'm a good musician. I'm a good vocalist. I'm a good guitar player. But I don't know that I'm a very good artist. Because the people that I know that are like super talented, like the guys in that band I keep listening to lately, Nashville Suicide Mission, Nate. I mean, he only did one album also, but it was a fantastic album. Both of our albums are really good, but I don't have that like Nate has it. I don't have it like Josh has it, the guy from Amur. I don't have it like they have it.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm a fantastic musician, and both of those guys, I would confidently say, would probably tell you that I'm a better guitar player. So, but I just don't. There's something there, like with the art. Like I think I approach it more like I don't know. I approach it in a different way. I approach it from a state of like that comfort, maybe, instead of that darkness. I feel like the darkness fuels other artists, whereas for me, it makes me feel like if I'm in the dark too much, it just crushes it.
I'm weird like that though, where if I'm in an emotionally like broken place, that's when I feel the most poetic about everything around me. So like it's almost easier to write stuff. The problem is it's harder to execute it there. That's where I come up with all my ideas, but that's not where I implement them.
I see what you're getting at.
So I get what you're saying. Like because honestly, if I'm in because you see how quiet I get whenever I like the drawings mess with me. That level of focus is something that like I naturally die. Like it's like once I realize what I'm doing is not happening and I need to expend more energy, that's me mentally putting my energy and just tightening the lens, you know? I wonder if that made any sort of weird noise with the mic. But if I'm emotionally drained and I'm not feeling it, dude, like I'll literally just sit here and stare at this drawing and not think a thing about it.
That's what I've been doing lately.
Yeah.
Where it's just like I stare at the DAW, the digital audio workstation, with a guitar in my lap, just looking at it being like, man, I just don't even. Yeah. I don't even. Just thinking about the condition of our world and life, and again, I know that like being online, I always like to make the point to where everything gets blown out of proportion, and sometimes it's on purpose, but at the same time too, I feel like it's a shame that I know we got a bunch of problems right now. I really do. I understand that. I'm not trying to ignore that. But in the same breath, I'm like, why? I feel like we're all letting it invade too much of our happiness. Mm-hmm. We should be in a more abundant state of mind. It's so much better in a lot of ways than it really ever has been.
Yeah.
I understand it's hard to look at what stuff's going on. Like when I sent you that thing with the housing thing and like that, and it's hard to look at that and not feel concerned and get a little black-pilled about it. But in the same breath, it's like, man, we've had such an extended period of peace in this country, in our actual home land, that it's honestly really awesome.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's one of those deals too where, like, I always try and say this as a caveat is, just because other people in the world can have it worse doesn't mean that, like, you can't be upset with the bad things that are happening.
Yeah.
The way that I used to always put it to people is like, how much, and this is why I kind of like stoicism too, even though I don't, like you and I have kind of like pulled back on stoicism a little bit over the years.
Understanding its limitations.
Yeah, understanding what can I change about this by sitting here and worrying about it. Like, yes, you can, like, honestly, this is going to sound terrible, but I feel like you'll understand me, is I could sit there and worry about every injustice that's happening in every country around the world. I could spend my entire day just trying to study all of them and figure out all of them that's happening. But at the end of the day, I've amassed this amount of anxiety about the world situation and this brokenness about what's happening to people, and I have zero power to change any of it at the end of the day. So the only thing that I've done is taken a burden on myself that I'm not strong enough to hold, you know? And that's kind of like, why would I just trap myself under weight I can't lift?
Remind you of, well, that from my personal issue, that's exactly the energy that I'm having. The solutions are entirely blocked all the time. So I have to put myself into a frame of mind of where I can't help this.
Yeah.
So my energy is shut off. Anyways, reminds me of Bruce Almighty, where he can hear.
Yeah, all the prayers.
Mm-hmm. And you're just not supposed to handle that.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost sent you this reel, but it was very long, and the beginning was the best part, and you just reminded me of it. The beginning was the best part. It was way too long. It was an AI video of like a statue brought to life, so it was real corny and choppy, and the audio was weird. But it went on way too long, and it got so convoluted and mystical and odd that I was like, this isn't worth sending him. It's way too long. But the first part I wanted to remember to tell you, and you just reminded me of that when you're talking about I can't shoulder this whole burden. The question posed by this Greek-looking God thing was, imagine that you are God. Just, you're God. You are the Alpha, the Omega. You're the beginning of the end. You everything. You have unlimited knowledge. You have unlimited everything. You are God. Everything is yours if you want it. You could snap things in and out of reality. You could create new things. Just the full pinnacle of everything that you imagine God, the limitless power. And you don't have to worry about age, and the passing of time doesn't bother you and all that. He goes on to, he establishes you in the mindset of you are God. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then he goes, I want you then, therefore, and I'm thinking, okay, what moral thing is he setting up? No, the question he asks, and then it just nukes itself. I guess the Chinese or Indian guy that created the AI script fell off into some Eastern religion stuff that started to make no sense to me. But this question was crazy. He said, what dream would you give yourself at night? I worded it clunky. It would be like, if you were God, what would your dream be when you went to sleep? I'm like, at first I was like, what is that? Like, but as I started to think, I'm getting into it, and it's, man, that's a really creatively intense question. If you were God, it's not so much like what thing you would stop or what thing that you would have happen. It was more, okay, what would your dream be? You're God, design a perfect dream. What?
It's a weird question.
Right? It's kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of creative juice to be squeezed from that. I feel like there's a storyline, there's an IP, there's a really interesting thing that you could learn from a person by asking them that question. If you were God, what would your dream, design the perfect dream that would happen as you went to sleep? What would God dream about?
I am so sorry, but when you said what would God dream about, it made me think of in the movie The Hangover, when they're locked in that one room. He's like, "What do tigers dream of?"
You said, "I am so sorry." But what an like from an artistic perspective, especially, what an interesting question. What would God dream? Of course, he doesn't sleep, but the concept of the sleeping God, what would the God dream?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I think the God dream would be the same dream we would have, which would be like stuff works, people actually love each other.
Yeah.
And everything worked the way that it was supposed to. So much of our own struggle and pain right now is self-inflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Something I learned today, too, I didn't realize, was that there is a pretty intense online debate that's been going on for the last 3 years about the ethical nature behind a paywall, but not a paywall in any way that we've ever discussed or that we experience. Well, I guess we do experience it in this way, but the paywall for information like the news.
Oh.
Because the news is supposed to be readily available.
So I have heard that debate before, because I was thinking about this. I was like, so when we talk about human rights, I understand that there's, that debate that human rights have an enforcement mechanism to them, because but I think morality is that ethereal, like you are owed certain rights, but it's whether or not that you give them to people and you obtain them, you know what I mean? So just, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into that because that's not where I'm heading with this. But like the right to protect yourself and your family, to protect your life and the life of like the people that you're in charge of. You know what I mean? Like that's a right you should have as a human, the ability to do that.
Yeah.
And then you start getting into you should be able to speak your mind. You should be able to speak what your convictions are. There's, like we've said, there's obligations to, not obligations, what do you call it? Duty to how you utilize that.
Yeah.
But you should have that right. So there's this morality where, yes, we do have to like actively try and create that environment, but when we don't, we're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? It's not completely fabricated by our energy. Yeah. It's something that it needs our energy to be protected, but even if we don't do it, like we still are owed it, sort of deal. The news isn't one of those things that I have to go find information, you know what I mean? Like I don't really know if I'm owed the knowledge of much. So I don't know. Like
I think the line is drawn at this. Is it actually life or death and like the bridge that got hit, the what was that, the Francis Scott Key Bridge?
Oh yeah,
like that shouldn't be behind a paywall.
Yeah. Okay.
In my opinion, that's where the line is. That shouldn't be behind a paywall. Hey, a nuclear power plant melted down. That shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to pay money to find out whether or not you're about to die.
Yeah.
But here's what's going on with the DNI's report on the Russian collusion, Obama, Hillary Clinton thing. Okay, I wouldn't be bothered if that had a paywall. There's government agencies here that cost money that are involved in this. The journos' experience and connections came into play with this. This isn't something that's really, honestly, at the end of the day, going to be like, you need to escape a natural disaster. To me, that particular type of news, okay, fine, put that behind a paywall. Stock news, put it behind a paywall. You see the idea.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just one of those things, though, that I guess since it's out there, it creates its own, but it's just like one of those things where it's like, I think in my head, does someone who live on an island completely devoid of the secular world, if they literally just have huts, sticks and stones, and coconuts, are those people morally obligated still as human beings to protect their life and to protect the life of their offspring? Yes. Are those people morally obligated to hear a tsunami warning is in the area? I don't know.
I see what you're getting at. I mean, I think they'd probably figure it out, but I know what you're trying to say.
Right. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not convinced one way or the other. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm not convinced wholly yet that, like, the news itself is a moral obligation of us to know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll stay. I see what you're getting at. I'll stay pretty firm where I was at. If it's like Fukushima melted down, everybody needs to know that. If it's Russia is trying to launch nukes at Ukraine, everyone needs to know that. If you know that, I think you should know that. But the other stuff, nah, stick it behind a paywall. Let people give them a chance to make some money, you know. Because really that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. You can't, it's like free healthcare in a way. You can't, people say free healthcare. Well, yeah, but okay, but you're also, that's a service that's being provided.
Yeah, that's like,
This is a person's knowledge and resources that you're saying is free.
see that I'm not gonna lie to you. That actually sounds more no, I didn't think of it that way. Everybody argued that healthcare is a human right. I don't think healthcare is a human right.
It's a service.
Yeah, which is the same with the news. I think the news is,
It's a service.
yeah. So I don't think
Because
that it's
my
a human
argument
right.
could be used against itself, which is, okay, so emergency care should be free. And it is, actually. That's the thing where people
For
say,
the most part, yeah.
if most people say, well, healthcare should be free. I'm like, well, if you go to the emergency room, they can't send you away.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they could give you a bill at the end, but they still have to treat you.
Exactly. Yeah, hospitals struggle to make ends meet because of that.
Mm-hmm. Which is why a lot of people don't realize that hospitals are actually privately funded.
Uh-huh.
They're usually religious organizations and stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, that goes into a whole thing where I have a difficult time wanting to completely dog on religion because a lot of the things that we enjoy in life are brought. The care of orphans, the hospital, the way you know it, school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these things were born from, and the way you know it, were born from church, as corrupt as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Our failures are becoming so clear to me. When we put the structure above the principles, above the truth, when we say the Calvinist church and Calvinist doctrine is more important than aligning with or allowing someone to align with Christ, that becomes an issue.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the thing when the family, when our family and our family's name and the perception of our family is more important than the pursuit of the family being healthy.
That's a problem.
That seems to be the thing I keep coming back to. The perception of the company being a good place to work and a good business and a good work culture placed above actually making it a good business and a good work culture.
Yeah, it's like the idea of the thing overtakes the thing itself.
You got a problem.
Oh, dude, there's such a good C.S. Lewis quote about that. He talks about, you've heard it before, so I'm just going to paraphrase it because I'm going to butcher it if I try. It's the one where he's like, have you not heard of the lover of books that for all his volumes and first editions sitting on his shelf, he's lost the love to read it all? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, are you looking it up?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna try and read it if you're gonna get it right, because it's so much better correct.
Oh, well, I'll look it up then.
Oh, okay.
So you're doing C.S. Lewis?
Yeah, it's like, he says something about, like, the lover of books that has lost, I don't remember.
I'll look it up. Stop talking. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why we're friends, man.
Yep. I don't think it's this one, right? You may have noticed that the books you really love are bound together by a secret thread.
No.
I don't think it's that one. Oh, I don't remember that quote. C.S. Lewis, being in love is a good thing, but is not the best thing. There are many things below it, but there are also things above it. I don't remember that quote.
I don't either.
What more is going into this quote? I can't quite find it.
So he says something about, have you heard of men who obsessed over proving God exists, that they came to care nothing for God at all? It's the subtlest of all snares, or something like that, he says in it. It's the only word that I can remember.
This has been one of the books we read together. Or, well, independently, but... There have been men before who got so interested in proving the existence of God that they came to care nothing for God himself, as if the good Lord had nothing to do but to exist.
There's a whole paragraph of it.
The Great Divorce.
The Great Divorce, okay.
There have been some who were so preoccupied with spreading Christianity they never gave a thought to Christ. Good grief. Why aren't people like this anymore?
I don't know, dude.
The good Lord had to do but exist. There have been some who were so occupied in spreading Christianity that they never gave a thought to Christ. Ye see it in small matters. Did ye see it? Did you never know a lover of books that with all his first editions and signed copies had lost the power to read them? Or an organizer of charities that had lost all love for the poor? It is the subtleness of all snares. Yeah, there it is. That's him already pointing out exactly what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. You place that above. It's your pursuit.
Your pursuit of the thing becomes the obsession rather than the thing that should be motivating you to pursue it.
Yes, all your work is put into the perception that I am a good apologist when you don't care about what you're apologizing for. I think it's very common. I think it's destructive. Almost everyone I know that wants to lecture me about the conditions of their marriages has arguably the worst example of a marriage that I've seen.
Isn't that odd?
And you advocate so strongly for it. And the people that I know that have gone the other direction where it's supposedly shameful seem to be the people that understand the concept of a healthy relationship better. And I know divorce is a bad thing, and I don't want to encourage it, and it really doesn't need, I wish it didn't exist like abortion. But I'm at a point to where people need to have these toxic people that don't know how to maintain a relationship and are emotionally unintelligent have to start suffering consequences for the way that they behave, or else it's going to get worse. Is it going to be better? No. But I think a generation of people or a couple of generations of people have to put an end to this. They have to put an end to this. They have to stand up to this and put an end to this, because this cycle is not going to break unless you stand up. Mm-hmm. And I'm reminded of that Bible verse where I didn't come to bring peace but a sword. You can't just keep making excuses for this. Throwing family or we have this covenant involved. Yeah, but the covenant only matters when you have to be held accountable. The covenant didn't matter when it came time to endlessly, psychologically, and emotionally abusing me. Mm-hmm. Or your children in the process. It's wildly disturbing to me to watch that happen on a consistent basis. And typically the people that are the worst perpetrators of it are professing Christians. I've arguably seen better secular marriages and relationships than I have any that have come out of the church. And that's insane. And that ought to tell you exactly the condition of the modern church. And those people should be fully ashamed of themselves. Fully ashamed of themselves for that fact. Yeah, I think the main problem with the church is that C.S. Lewis quote and that thing that we're talking about. You don't care so much about Christ even. You just care to evangelize. You didn't even care about this. You don't even care about his principles. Nobody's talking about what he told the people in the end times, who are us. But I'm not one of those people that says end times like it's next month, or that there's some cosmic date picked already that can be decoded. No, it's just literally ever since he left, it's the end times. He gave us a directive, and I don't hear anyone talk about it. You've heard me ranting a bunch about it lately because it's been placed on my heart, but no one I know at a church talks about this. Don't bury your talents, which means go take action with the things that you are confident with that you can use to change, usher in some kind of change that's biblically inspired. Be prepared. Don't be the virgins without oil, or the bridegroom doesn't let you into the party. AKA, you don't get saved. Then the other thing is, he's going to spit you out of his mouth if you're lukewarm. Well, we did all these things in your name, but you didn't know me. Which is the C.S. Lewis, goes back to the C.S. Lewis quote. We did all these great things in your name. Yeah, but you didn't care to look at the Christ. You evangelized and never paid attention to the Christ himself. I didn't know you. Depart from me. I don't know you. To me, there's no more clear. And in any moment, he could have said, you should go to your church, you should tithe, you should X, Y, you should Z, you should. Nope. He was given the opportunity to say this. And what did Jesus say? Love God and love the people around you.
Which is the coolest thing about that is he's literally quoting the Old Testament.
Yep. Yep. He sure is. It's been there the whole time.
Been there the whole time.
Friedrich Nietzsche quotes, "Without music, life would be a mistake." Do you know that one? Mm-mm. So neat, dude. His quotes, I was reading them out loud at work, and it was mesmerizing a couple people. They're like, "What is this?" It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. Arguably, friendship is love, but okay, fine, I'll give you that one, Freddie. Did you ever see that? I think you sent it to me, actually. That meme where he looks like all cross-eyed and weird.
That's an actual picture of him.
Yeah, and it said, oh man, what did it say? I can't remember what it said underneath it.
It said something funny, didn't it?
Something about taste. It was about tasting something. I can't remember now. I've said this, and I didn't even know it was this quote. I've actually just said this today. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. Mm-hmm. You know the monster quote. See that you don't become the monster. Here's a good one. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness.
That quote would be funny. I don't know, this is me being an absolute goofball. When you said that, I just imagined that the quote ended with "Your Honor." Changes the whole context.
What was it one about small claims court? Pleading insanity in small claims court? Dun, dun, dun. Sometimes, here, this is ringing in my ears right now. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed.
Yep.
He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. I'm telling you, he's got some great quotes,
Absolute
man.
bangers, dude.
In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. This is an odd one. Boy, this is odd. The man of knowledge must be able to not only love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. I think hate is a pretty strong word there.
Yeah, I think that's his problem with that one is I think I know what he's getting at.
Yeah, you need to be able to critique the people you have closest to you while giving grace to someone you don't know.
Yep.
Or don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the moral of that one.
I like this one. I resonate with this quite a bit. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. It doesn't scare me about being lonely. I just want to share joy. I want to share my joy in the things I notice that bring me joy with somebody else. That's the part I don't like about actually being alone. But it doesn't scare me to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I like it a lot because at least there's a chance for joy.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Here you go. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago.
I love that one. I've heard that or said that one. Not as me, but I've used that quote a lot to help people. Give them a little encouragement.
I like this. I really do. But to be clear, there's a part of you that I believe should be weary of change and very resistant of change, but yet there should be a part of you that fits what he's saying right here. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die, as well as the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions. They cease to be minds. I like this a bunch too. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. He's got some good quotes, doesn't he?
Yep.
I like this. Hella inspiring. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but yourself. I love this, by the way. Love this quote. Let me know if you've heard it. The surest way to corrupt the youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently.
I like that.
I do too. You never heard that one?
Mm-mm.
That's a great one, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is cool. This is the one I tried to describe to you once, but he words it so much better. The thought of suicide is a great consolation. By means of it, one gets through many a dark night.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I know. I don't agree with this one. Here's one I don't agree with at all. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood.
Ah.
I don't vibe on that one.
He didn't grow up with Twitter.
The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like something someone would post on Instagram after they cheated on their girlfriend.
That thing I sent you, that boyfriend that cheated on me, and this is how he responded. If I cheat on you one more time, I'm not sure this relationship's gonna work.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't think that's real, but it still made me laugh.
Yeah, because it was just so out of pocket.
It's so out of pocket. Everything I'm about to read you makes no sense to me, is incredibly weird, and then when you hear where the quote is from, it's Nietzsche still, it gets even weirder. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is bizarre. This must be when he was losing his mind. This is very weird. This is one of the weirdest quotes I've ever read, I think. I'm going to try to read it to you. It doesn't make sense, and I had to stumble across it multiple times. So,
all right, here we go.
What if someday or night a demon were to steal after you into your loneliest loneliness and say to you, this life as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more. Would you not throw yourself down and gnash your teeth and curse the demon who spoke thus? Or have you once experienced a tremendous moment when you would have answered him, you are a god, and never have I heard anything more divine? Friedrich Nietzsche, The Gay Science.
That's got to be something in a much deeper context that you need to read the book for, probably.
That's an odd odd quote.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way that he's not getting at something, or that sounds like a quote that's like a metaphor for something that is out of context currently.
Gotta be, right? Yeah. That's weird.
Not something that you can just kind of be like, oh, hey.
See, I like this. This is almost my life philosophy. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes?
Yeah, that's a good one.
What a dork. I would believe only in a God that knows how to dance.
Whatever that means.
Dude has a lot of quotes about dancing, by the way. I just don't read them to you because I think they're weird.
Love that.
Hey, buddy. Buddy. The true man wants two things, danger and play. For that reason, he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything.
Ooh.
Hey, buddy. Weird. We have art in order not to die of the truth.
Whatever that one means too. I don't.
All truly great things are conceived while walking. Dude, like, just walks.
Sounds like it.
What's interesting about that is, I think I've ran into you about this before, where there's a science about helping people process their trauma. Whereas if they can walk and look at the horizon while they do it, it has some kind of odd, like, calming, almost neural pathway rewiring effect. Interesting. Oh!
What'd you do at your friend's house? Oh, I messed up a drawing while he read Friedrich Nietzsche quotes.
Depressing. Ah, women. They make the highs higher and the lows more frequent.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta look up my boy though. GK, dude. Let's see here. Oh, you say this sometimes. The true soldier fights not because he hates what's in front of him, but because he loves what's behind him.
That's a GK quote?
Yeah. The first one they showed me.
I didn't. Maybe that is where I got that.
This guy is a goober. The next one is poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese. And he's right, though. I've never heard a poem about cheese.
Nope.
Did you know he said that he would get fat? He would be fat and die from a poor sausage would kill him or something like that. And he's like, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen, and that's what happened. He wouldn't clean up his diet, and he killed himself eating.
He knew.
Oh, G.K. Chesterton. Fairy tales do not tell children that dragons exist.
There you go.
Children already know dragons exist. Fairy tales tell children that dragons can be killed.
Love that one.
Dude.
Easily one of my favorite.
Literature is a luxury. Fiction is a necessity. That's a... He's so good. He is so good at this. Man, this is... Okay, you know what? In my answer to the question of if you could bring back a person to life from the past and then like sit down and talk to him, I picked G.K. Chesterton. I know that, okay, Jesus, I get it. That's a pretty good one to pick, but let's pretend like that's not the one you can pick.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly...
That's a rule. You can't pick Jesus because...
It's just, who else would you pick?
Yeah.
Right? So GK is my guy. Listen to this. Without education, we are in horrible danger of taking educated people seriously.
Wow.
That's incredible. Oh man, I love this guy. Love this. Love this one. There is no uninteresting things, only uninterested people.
Dude, I believe that with all my heart.
Exactly. There is the great lesson of Beauty and the Beast, that a thing must be loved before it is lovable.
Jeez.
Wow.
Calm down, sir.
What? This is... The traveler sees what he sees. The tourist sees what he has come to see.
Say that one more time.
The traveler sees what he sees. The tourist sees what he has come to see. So you only find what you're looking for, or you just are looking.
Oh, dude, that's crazy deep.
All right? That's what I got out of that. The traveler sees what he sees. The tourist sees what he has come to see.
Yeah, the tourist only... Yeah, because the tourist came to see something else, but
You're
he sees
only an
nothing.
intellectual tourist.
Oh,
You just
my.
came to see... Wow, that's cool, man. I'm telling you, CS and GK are just my boys, man. Oh yeah, this is an orthodoxy. I love it. I gotta read it to you. This is a cool one. I remembered it halfway through. Because children have abounding vitality, because they are in spirit fierce and free. Therefore, they want things repeated and unchanged. They always say, do it again, and the grown-up person does it again until he is nearly dead. For grown-up people are not strong enough to exult in monotony, but perhaps God is strong enough to exult in monotony. It is possible that God says every morning, do it again to the sun, and every evening, do it again to the moon. It may not be automatic necessity that makes all daisies alike. It may be that God makes every daisy separately, but he has never got tired of making them. It may be that he has the eternal appetite of infancy, for we have sinned and grown old, and our Father is younger than we are. Oh man, Oh man, that is a quote.
Awesome.
We have sinned and grown old, and our Father is younger than we are. Man, you remember his quote about mirth?
Yep. This is the way he ends that book, isn't it?
Yeah. Gosh, what an ending.
Ravi Zacharias actually quoted that.
Yes, he did. What an ending. What an ending. I gotta read it. Because it fits that with him being like, maybe God is is younger than we are. And as I close this chaotic volume, I open again the strange small book from which all Christianity came. And I am again haunted by a kind of confirmation. The tremendous figure which fills the gospel towers in this respect, as in every other, above all the thinkers who ever thought themselves tall. His pathos was natural, almost casual. The Stoics, ancient and modern, were proud of concealing their tears. He never concealed his tears. He showed them plainly on his open face at any daily sight, such as the far sight of his native city. Yet he concealed something. Solemn supermen and imperial diplomats are proud of restraining their anger. He never restrained his anger. He flung furniture down the footsteps of the temple and asked men how they expected to escape the damnation of hell. Yet he restrained something. I say it with reverence. There was in that shattering personality a thread that must be called shyness. There was something that he hid from all men when he went up a mountain to pray. There was something that he covered constantly by abrupt silence or impetuous isolation. There was some one thing that was too great for God to show us when he walked upon our earth, and I have sometimes fancied that it was his mirth. His sense of humor, him laughing, him being playful. Wow. That's a tremendous thought. Can you imagine being that? How are you that smart, man? I can't wait to meet this guy. I can't wait to meet that guy in heaven.
He's gonna be like, "Did you bring any sausages?"
Yes. Hey, you got some sausages. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some? You've seen that movie?
No, but I think you've said it before and explained to me some.
If you've never seen that movie, gosh, you ought to watch it. You gotta watch this, dude. This is so insane, man. This movie is so weird. This is no better way to describe to you what you would have in store for yourself if you watch this movie.
I found a treasure! A treasure that's on a roll! It's a treasure. Get out of my goddamn scuba gear, you imbecile! It went into that underwater cave! Get out of the toilet! Get out of that toilet! You saved me from the giant barracuda! But look, I salvaged the treasure! We can live like kings! We can live like kings! Forget that fucking soap. You clean up this mess and get your ass out that door looking for a job. You retard.
He throws him through the glass.
Dude,
The glass showers.
what movie is that?
Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh, that's that movie?
Yeah. It's nonsense. It's like none of it makes sense. It's just like a bunch of Tom Green sketches sewn together. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The whole movie doesn't make sense. Some people hate it. That's just... You've never seen the sausage scene?
No.
Oh, wow.
And anytime someone says Tom Green, I think of the Eminem lyric. Yes, you've sent me this exact video clip a couple times.
Okay, this is it. I forgot Harlan Williams is in it.
What in the name of sweet breakfast meats are you doing?
Anyways, it's such a weird movie. My dad actually hated me for making him watch it with me. What was the other part? Backwards Man. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna show you Backwards Man. Nah, you've seen the whole movie now, pretty much.
The backwards man, the backwards man, the backwards man, the backwards man. I can walk backwards fast as you can. I can walk backwards fast as you can. The backwards man, the backwards man. I can walk backwards fast as you can. The backwards man, the backwards man. Backwards man, the backwards man. The backwards man, the backwards man. Backwards man, the backwards man. I can walk backwards fast as you can. I can walk backwards fast as you can.
Dad, what? God, name are you doing, you stupid little man?
I can walk as fast as you can.
I can walk backwards fast as you can. It's so stupid.
That reminds me, a lot of the stuff that he does in that movie reminds me of in the TV show Community. This guy Abed and this guy Troy get in all kinds of weird, goofy scenarios like that where people walk in and they're doing weird things. There's the end of one episode where they come in and Abed's decorating Troy like a Christmas tree. And the one guy's like, "What are you doing?" And then he says something, and then it immediately cuts to him helping them decorate him as a tree, and they're singing like, "Oh, Christmas tree, oh,
Yeah,
Christmas."
that's very Tom Green. I love it. You ever seen the baby with the crazy hair?
Yes.
Yes. That's incredible.
It is a wild head of hair. That'd be a wild head of hair for like a dude.
Yeah.
Like a grown man.
There was a thing going off the Mirth quote that I don't remember exactly where my mind was going, because there was another thing I thought that was kind of concealed from us too. Not just his sense of humor. I don't remember. That person is hilarious.
I can walk back as fast as you can. I'm backwards man.
I'm the backwards man and the backwards man. What's your favorite comedy?
Me, I honestly love like Monty Python and the Holy Grail and The Princess Bride.
Boy, you came up with some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Make mine seem stupid.
Napoleon Dynamite's a good one. That's a good stupid one. Dumb and Dumber's a good stupid
It
one.
is a good stupid one.
Nacho Libre.
That's a good stupid one.
Dude.
I love the Chris Farley movies, dude. Black Sheep is one of my favorite movies.
I think
Black Sheep is so funny to me.
I honestly think that his little snippets in the original Happy Gilmore are all my favorite parts of the movie. Every time he's on screen, those are my favorite scenes. Like, don't get me wrong, there's other funny things that happen in Happy Gilmore, but if I think about the funniest things that happen in Happy Gilmore, it's the stuff Chris Farley does. Me and that Veronica Vaughn, like, that's so funny. And then when he's like, when they're all yelling and screaming, he's like, I'll turn this school bus around. That'll show your precious field trip. And then him and Norm Macdonald eat all their sandwiches. Who would eat? What is it?
No, wait a minute. That's Billy Madison.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
what
Billy
did I say?
Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, Billy Madison. All the stuff in Billy Madison
Yeah.
where he's on screen. Those are the funniest parts of that movie.
Yeah, that's no joke. Although, the part that still makes me laugh really hard is when he's like, he called the shit poop.
He called the shit poop.
I was always 50-50 on Adam Sandler. I didn't always like his little Jew guy.
Happy Doofy?
Yeah, his little Jew guy thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of that. But Happy Gilmore is on that list. Dumb and Dumber's on my list. Black Sheep, all the Chris Farley movies, but a lot of people point to Tommy Boy. And I will say that Tommy Boy overall is probably a better movie.
Vote for David.
but Black Sheep, vote for Nonley.
Yeah.
But Black Sheep to me for some reason is just because the character that nobody remembers and all his parts are funny in that now that you mention it is I can see it, Gary Busey.
Oh yeah. Isn't he insane or something?
Yes,
like that? Yeah.
he's absolutely. I'm gonna go to your mama's house and start a small fire in her panties. That character is just off the wall.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're throwing in a towel here in just a couple minutes.
Best viewers on streambro.com. Remove the space.
Hell yeah, bot. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you for joining our show, bot. It's time to play Who's That Bot?
Hey, buddy. Hey, guy. Hey, buddy guy. You bloody.
Uncut Fitness X.
You bloody.
Bloody you, bloody. Dude, I love that one where the guy's like in a chair and they're about to throw him off the thing. He's like, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
My favorite iteration of that was it said, my kid right before I'm trying to put him to bed. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
It's my niece. She'll be like I'll be getting ready to go. I'll have my shoes all. I've said my goodbyes. I'll be walking out the front door and she'll go, Uncle Kyle? I'm like, what's up? She's like, I had something I was going to tell you. And I was like, what was it? She's like, let me think. And then I'll wait for a second. She'll go, oh, here's something. Like she just workshops it in that moment to get this thing.
That's amazing. Kids are funny. G.K. Chesterton wrote 80 books, several hundred poems, 200 short stories, and 4,000 essays. Wow. Hello.
Hi.
That's a YouTube comment, bro.
Oh, that is? I think so. Let me
Yeah.
see. Sure is. Ayako.
May not be a real person.
May not. We'll see.
If it's a real person, we'll hang out for a little bit, but if not, we're gonna end soon.
Figure out how to get these markers. These are the good markers, but they actually are starting to dry out. But these markers are easy to reclaim.
Wait a minute. Are they drying out? I run that dehumidifier consistently.
I don't think that's why. Because they're in like a case and everything like that. I don't think it's causing that problem.
I don't think that's a real person.
No, I don't either. They probably would have oh, whoa! Whoa!
Oh, I'm real. I apologize. I'm a humanist. That's what's wrong with me.
What you drawing with? Well, these are kind of off-brand, like, Copic markers. Bah! Off-brand Copic markers that I probably need to. They're drying out, so this is gonna be bad. But
Did you say they're easy to reclaim though?
yeah, because you can get refills for them, and you can like re-energize them essentially.
Oh, there's a fellow YouTuber.
I'm a YouTuber too. Ooh, so alcohol markers, yes.
What do you YouTube? Do you make do you stream like this, or do you do animation videos? Looking at your profile picture, I was
Let's see.
trying to guess.
Let's see if I can show you what I did last week. Yeah. Did that one. I've also messed around on here with charcoal. Let's see if I can have any charcoal ones that I've done. Yeah, so then I got some.
Cool. What do you stream? Do you
Charcoal
stream
drawings.
games, or is it kind of like this, like an IRL hangout kind of a thing? I'm gonna go to your channel.
I stream, you stream, we all stream for ice stream. That was a bad joke.
Okay, that's the profile picture.
Can hear it a school weekend. I'm an artist. I really just draw on paper. What kind of stuff do you draw? Do you use markers and stuff like that, or do you just pencil paper?
Here you go.
Pull them up, pull them up. Oh, look at.
No, we didn't. Yes, we did. And like, did a lot of like drawing buildings, which again, we got help with that. I mean, like,
I like your
I know how to draw buildings in a basic
Luffy
way,
mouse pad or whatever that is to the side.
but like none of the other kids knew how to draw buildings.
Personally ink some of my stuff. Yeah.
This is you, right? I have the right YouTube channel?
Oh, that's me.
There it is. See?
me get closer so I can see.
Hey, the boomer's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Taking video art class, and then non-art school. I'm kind of like high school art. If it's like college art, then it depends. I mean,
Wow,
I don't really know real art.
Your voice, you sound exactly like an old friend of mine I used to play games with online.
We also have like some new stuff.
It's the same
And then we look
voice.
fundamentals, yes.
See if I could. I can't see if I'm showing this to them or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you here.
I drew that.
Like he didn't like teach him anatomy either, which is like honestly I don't blame him. Like he would want to teach anatomy.
That's cool. Neato. We got a fellow artist. Thanks
Yeah,
for
I
stopping
love
by.
that.
Well, as you can tell, we've not been doing this for very long, and nobody watches us.
There's been a couple people trickling in. We had.
Mainly Twitch. Our main tracks is Twitch.
Oh yeah, this is the first YouTube.
Yeah, it's the first YouTube interaction. Sometimes I'm doing this. this is what I do. He draws, I play guitar. But I wasn't playing guitar when you stopped by.
Dope art. Thank you. I like your stuff too.
Nice. That's pretty cool. How long have you been streaming? Hey, I appreciate that. I'll sub to your stuff
Watch you
too.
now. I already subbed. You seem like chill guys. We're just two chill guys. That is exactly us.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna sub to your stuff. I'll check it out. I like supporting other creators. Since we're just starting out, how long you been streaming? You been doing this for a while, or we've been going since when? What did I say? February, I think.
Something like February, yeah.
February, something like that. Might be a delay
There's probably a little delay.
on the YouTubus here.
Whoa. I haven't been streaming for that long. Probably half a year. Honestly, got no clue.
Okay, right on.
Is it all drawings and stuff like that?
Looks like it.
I see you got a decent chat up when you're streaming. Looks like you get a lot of good interaction. Oh, sick.
Oh, you play Smash?
Yeah, it's super delayed. They said.
Oh, is it? There's a big delay. Gotcha. Is that? I wonder if that's on our end or if that's just how YouTube is.
It might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. The Twitch one didn't seem to have that big of a delay.
Yeah.
I might have to.
Is it like audio delay with the video?
No,
or-
it's a straight up delay of the stream.
Oh, okay.
I might have to do some troubleshooting if it's on our end. We'll see. I'm gonna wood shop that. Looks like I see some
Wood shop.
I see some Untitled Goose Game action going on here. That's a fun game.
Dude, have you seen the trailer for a game they got coming out called like Recur? It's a puzzle game. I honestly
Sounds familiar,
I
but
want to play it so bad. It's yeah, they said that's just how it is. It's YouTube.
That's a YouTube thing.
The game's called Recur, and you're like this character, and when you it's like a left to right side scroller, but it's still 3D environments and stuff like that. And when you move to the right of the screen, time progresses forward. When you stop moving, time stands still. And when you go backwards, time goes in reverse. And you have to get out of these levels. And it's like for instance, the one that the developer showed, he's on a rooftop with two thieves. And they're ahead of him. And he's running. And the one thief reaches in a toolbox, grabs a crowbar, hits the other one over the head, and then takes the only zip line down. Sounds cool. I love puzzle games. Yeah.
That's dope.
And so then you have to figure out, okay, once you walk past and that guy goes down the zip line, the crowbar's at your feet, so you pick it up, and then you run backwards, and everything happens in reverse. But then when it gets back to the point where he goes to pick something up out of the toolbox, nothing's there because you took the crowbar away. And then the other thief gets the zip line before you. So then you have to go through an elaborate little back and forth and around the level trying to figure out how to stop both thieves from using the zip line before you get off the roof.
You didn't show yourself. You gotta say hi.
Hi.
This is a song I wrote, by the way, and mixed and produced. Figured I'd show you something, some form of the art that I do. Since I'm not playing guitar, I wasn't feeling it tonight.
Hello, hi. Put-a-dum. Sounds cool.
Appreciate
Is any of
that.
your stuff on Spotify?
Not yet. I have to get a DistroKid set up.
A what?
DistroKid, so I need a distribution platform.
Oh.
You have to get with a distributor, and then when you get that set up, you can put your stuff on Spotify.
Interesting. It's a squeaky marker. I'll have to pass this off as like ASMR drawing because it's so squeaky. Bum, 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 bum. Dude, I asked some guy the other day, I was like, what kind of music you like? And he was like, I listen to rap. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, so what kind of stuff you listen to? He's like, I don't know, it's not super mainstream. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Like, you know, I know some off the beaten path, like rap and stuff like that. And he was like, I was like, what do you listen to? Spotify, Apple Music, what? And he was like, oh, I listen on SoundCloud. And I was like, oh, you listen to rap. I was like, I don't go on SoundCloud.
You know, I was gonna start a SoundCloud, and then I found out they're now feeding all of their. Well, I'm sure all these platforms are doing it, so I may as well
AI
start one.
feeding them.
But they're feeding it all into the AI for some reason, and it's like, I don't really know how I feel about that yet. I got to figure out what they're doing with it.
Dude,
but I'm sure
it's
everything. I'm
crazy.
sure this is probably getting fed through AI.
Well, I told you about that Sleep Token song that's like,
Country.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it sounds good. They just gave it to AI, gave it a couple prompts to make it a country song. And like, if you listen to it, it needs tweaked in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
But it's not bad at all. Like, it's very good. It's crazy that it can just do something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
intense.
I get how it works, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
still the fact that you can just type in that prompt and it'll go through essentially the recording process and give you something.
This
Have you ever used anything? Was it Ayako?
My redneck ass wasn't about to try to pronounce it.
It's like in Inglourious Bastards when Brad Pitt tries to speak Italian. He's
Yeah,
like,
buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Grazie.
This is the one that you like
Oh, yeah.
a bunch. There's 5 melodies. It sounds really good. This sounds really good in headphones. Reminds me of the soundtrack for the game Starbound.
Starbound?
I think that's what it's called, yeah. You said it right the last time you said it, by the
Oh,
way.
man, I have no idea. Ayako? Is that what I said?
Ayako. That's how I would try to say it.
The first time I did say it like grazie. I said it like Ayako or something like that.
Ayako. I'm sure that's not
Yeah.
Ayako.
I'm not, like, every time I read The Lord of the Rings and I get to the names, I'm like, man, I really wish someone would tell me how to say these.
Yeah. That is
Yeah!
Ayako.
I think it's Ayako. perfect. Perfect, John.
Awesome. Let's go. Perfecto.
Grazie.
Grazie. But you played some Minecraft. You like that Smash Bros. That seems to be that Smash Bros Ultimate. That's the one all the hardcore gamers like, isn't it? Do you know anything about that?
Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Yeah. Is that the one? I think that's the crown jewel of the platform fighters, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure we'll get some information here in about 8 seconds.
Yeah. When the signal travels all the way around the world to YouTube.
That's pretty neat. We met a person.
Yeah.
What is this? I love Super Smash Bros. Yeah. I honestly haven't played a whole lot of Smash Brothers.
I
respect
played it a ton on N64 when I was in like middle school.
I respect it. It's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
very sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: it's one of those games where like I never kept up with it, and they're like, once guys started being like really good at teching and stuff like that, I was like, I can't hang with you. I'm just trying to land it. Like there's. And,
I'm a Donkey Kong man.
dude,
Give me
I
a
was
break.
I was Captain Falcon, or whenever Smash Bros. Like Melee came out, I would always be Ganondorf. He was probably one of the worst players, but he had one of those moves where like it had a crazy load up to it, but if you landed it, so I would just run around the map trying to third party people with that move because it was so satisfying. I always wanted to be in a tournament, but I never got that good at it. Dude, tournaments are the place to get better at stuff like that, though.
I was in a tournament once, Overwatch tournament, and we got dog walked by Cloud9.
Cloud9?
Yeah. Dog walked us. I played Overwatch so much that my regular games, I would have top 500 players in my games, and the only reason I found out is because a buddy of mine was playing with me one day, and he's like, have you looked at these other people playing with us? I go, no. He goes, these are all like top 500 players. I was like, are you serious? And yeah.
See, I was never like amazing.
I peaked. That was it. It was that one game.
Yeah.
In that one moment.
I was never, the only game that I got actually really good at for a blink of an eye was Halo Reach. I got pretty good at that for a little while, and it was like, maybe there was like a week where I logged on and I would just solo queue and be like the top in the lobby.
Dominating. Yeah.
And then after that, it was like, oh, okay, everybody got better, I see.
But going back to the Smash Bros. Tourney, man, you have to be. Them guys are crazy good.
Yeah.
Because they also have. There's a bunch of different controller types, I think, too. Oh, well, but wait a minute. In those tournaments, I think they make you use a specific controllers.
I think a lot of the times they just use GameCube in the
That's what I was
tournaments that
getting
I've
ready to
seen.
say, but there are a bunch of. I'm sure we'll get corrected here about controllers in a second.
Dude, I was at the beer store the other day, and when I was checking out when I say the other day, this was probably like 2 years ago, and when I was checking out, the guy at the counter was like not really paying attention to me, and he was looking off in the like corner, and I was like, are you watching something? And he goes, oh yeah, and he picked up his phone, he was watching a Mortal Kombat tournament. It's like, dude, that's awesome.
See, I'm not sure if the Smash
No,
guys.
I don't think it matters what controllers you use.
Okay, doesn't matter what the controllers use. Because I hear a lot of guys that are really into fighters talking about these things a lot. Getting a fight stick.
Oh. That seems pretty hardcore. I don't know if I'd.
I messed it up.
What did you mess
There it
up?
is.
Oh, there you
One
go.
of them things.
Round one. Fight.
One of these fight sticks. That's like some boomer arcade mode right there.
That was
dude.
when we would go visit my grandma. She had an Atari. I take that back. I don't know if she had an Atari. She had the Atari like joystick and button thing. And it was on her computer, and it was funny because that was at the time where whenever you played a computer game, like you had to like put the floppy disk in and like type run dot dash something Prince of Persia / dot exe or something like that, and I could never do it, and I would always have to have my cousin Justin help me.
You never seen that? That's funny though.
Yeah.
You never seen that fight stick? Is interesting. I took this picture, by the way. That's the only reason I'm letting you look at it right now. That was an awesome day. I'll never forget. It's Sedona, Arizona.
Hey, Sedona.
It's such a cool, man. It looks like a Windows background.
It does.
Yeah.
It looks like a default background. It's just got a little bit more crispness to it, I think.
But so the comment was some GameCube use Joy-Cons, some use Pro controllers, and some people use that wonky flat board. Yeah, I don't
wonky
remember
flat.
what the heck that thing's called either. Yeah, Sedona. If you get a chance to go to Sedona, Arizona, I highly recommend that you do that. That hike is the top of a hike called Doe Run. You hike up. I accidentally fell into a cactus on that hike, and let me tell you, I was trying to get off the trail for an older couple. There's a real narrow spot. All of a sudden on this trail, it goes up quick.
Crazy landscape, yeah.
The landscape is just so crazy, but it goes up pretty quick all of a sudden. And the path was very narrow, and there's this older couple coming down, so I attempted to step out of their way so they could come down, and I stepped off the trail into a cactus, and I had cactus needles all up the side of my leg. It was rough.
That is rough, dude.
And I broke my toe the very first day of that trip, too. And
Oh,
so
that
on the-
I remember that.
So on the same leg I was hiking with a broken toe, I'd have blood in my shoe most days. I also fell into a cactus on that leg.
Is that near? Because that looks very similar to an area I was in, which obviously it's Sedona. So, but it looks a lot like I went and did like Devil's Bridge.
Yeah, that's in the same
Okay.
valley.
Yeah.
So there's another picture I have where I'm looking at that.
Okay.
But that one's called Doe Run.
Dude.
And
I don't know if I ever told you this. When we were at Devil's Bridge, so obviously there's a part that the Devil's Bridge where everybody goes out to take pictures. So there's kind of like a line that forms so that you
Yeah.
can go out and do it on your own, whatever. Well, and everybody's just kind of, there's like a natural sort of like chill spot there too. And so there's this kid running around. But the crazy thing is like, so the way that important question, have you all watched Monty Python in the Holy Grail? Dude, there's no way you didn't hear us talking about that literally 5 minutes before you got in here. I said my top 2 favorite funny movies of all time is The Princess Bride and Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It's the feds. You're a fed.
I desperately want to know where they're going with this. I'll finish while they are typing their response because I need to know why they asked that. There was these people. So there's Devil's Bridge goes out and then it comes LOL. It comes back into like the main rock formation, but there's like this area that honestly is like as big as my arms are across, like right here. Like it's just like that, and it slides into like a cavern that goes super far down. And so like everybody's taking a wide berth or whatever, and I saw this kid and was running around real close to it, and I was just kind of like one of those deals where it's like I want to yell, hey, be careful, because they're stressing me out, but their parents are right there just sitting there. And the kid fell on his side and started sliding into it, and I grabbed the kid's backpack and yanked them back up and was like, hey, are you okay? Like, be careful. And the parents like
Insane.
kind of looked at me and was like, thanks, and then just walked away.
Insane.
I literally rewatched it yesterday. It's better than I remember. The funniest part, like don't get me wrong, there's so many parts of Monty Python and the Holy Grail that I love. I don't know why, but the part that I laughed so hard that I was like, couldn't breathe, I was crying, was the part where those guards are standing outside the castle
I
gate.
love that. And
And
he's running at him.
across the field.
I love that.
He's
so
running
much.
across the
he's
field.
running at him, and he's running at
He's
him.
just running. He's running. So, and then he gets they're just sitting there, and then he finally gets up. And he's like, "Ha ha!" And then he like
Love
stabs
that
the dude.
so much.
I did that to my brother-in-law. We were at the park when we were in like high school or college, and we were at that one park that has that giant hill, in Glen Carbon. I was like, I don't know. And we were at that park, and it was just the credits in the beginning is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, for real.
You know it's gonna be good at that point. But I literally got out of my car and he was at the top of the hill, and I was not even in the shape really to do this, but I sprinted at him exactly the way he does that. And as soon as I got up to him, I took my hand and I went, "Ha ha!" and I jabbed him in the ribs. And we both fell over on the side of the hill and just laughed for like 20 minutes because he knew I was gonna do it.
He knew it. He absolutely knew it. I'll share another picture with you from that same. This is the top of the hike. Excuse me. I ate lunch up here.
They laughed. Not at your lovely picture. I'm sure they were laughing.
No,
at the
yeah,
story.
oh yeah, of your story.
Yeah.
This was incredible. Got wind burn.
Dude, I've gotten that once. I've gotten that more frequently riding bikes on the like bike trail because it's so flat. You just get burnt in the face. The other part that I think's funny in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I would have loved to see that.
That's incredible. It's incredible. Doe Run. Up at the top of that hike, you're in a small mountain, and it's probably the size of a football field, and it's completely flat. And you can walk around all up there. I sat all right where you saw me sit, and I was just eating beef jerky and granola bars. I was, there was nobody up there. People went down as soon as we got up, and it was just us.
That's the thing
There's
that's always
nobody else
crazy
up
is
there.
when I go on hikes and I get to the lookout points, dude, I sit there forever. Windburn?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Wind burn. So what is it? Is it that the wind is so strong, or is it that the wind is accompanied with it being colder than you are and strong?
I
gotta
don't
look it
know.
up.
I also think that it might have to do with like bits of sand and rock being in the air.
Oh, I wonder if that's actually what it is, because it sucks.
Because there was the time that I remember getting it really bad was a time that I went on a bike ride with my uncle, and he does those like touring bikes, you know, and we were going across this one field, and there was a headwind right at us, and it had whipped up a bunch of the dirt from the farm fields, and it was just kind of like it wasn't like painful, but after a while I was like, this is irritating. Dry air, which can lead to redness, dryness, and a stinging sensation. Did I say stingling? No, stinging sensation.
No, you said stingling.
Stingling.
Stingling. There you go.
Windburn. Charles Windburn III. Interesting. I've never heard of windburn before. Now you have.
It feels a lot like actual sunburn. It's extremely similar.
Yeah, and your skin's red.
Yeah,
like
it's
you get real
extremely
red
similar.
for a while.
It just doesn't last nearly as long.
No, like I feel like the next day it's gone for sure, but I
Yeah.
can't even think of if it's lasted in the evening. It just be windy sometimes, man.
It just be.
It just be a little windy sometimes.
Monty Python. That's amazing that we. So a lot of
crazy.
people. Have you ever watched Faulty Towers?
You've told me about it, and I've watched some scenes from it, but I've never watched Faulty Towers.
So, I'm losing my train of thought. The viewer's name is
Ayako.
Ayako. Man, I'm so blind still.
I know, dude.
Ayako would like to know this information too. So
You should hear this too.
John Cleese is a major part of Monty Python. He had what some people argue as being the first sitcom, which was called Faulty Towers, which is about him owning a small hotel. I happen to think that it is outrageously funny and suggest everyone watches it, especially if you like Monty Python.
Jonathan, what is it, Jonathan or just John Cleese?
John Cleese.
John Cleese is one of the most underrated funny people of all time.
I love Faulty Towers. I've watched it so many times. I think it's so incredibly hilarious.
I watched a lot of The Flying Circus, which was his variety show.
Yes. Yeah. Man,
Easily my favorite Monty Python and Monty Python and the Flying Grail. Monty Python's Flying Circus sketch was the Dead Parrot sketch.
amazing.
So funny.
It's incredible. I think other people have tried to rip it off.
Let's see. Hey! How did they know? Oh, these are good ones. Okay, another important question. I kind of have a feeling y'all have watched these because you're old. But have y'all watched Rambo and Tombstone?
Absolutely.
Dude.
Absolutely. Maybe even in the same day.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, too. I definitely have watched Rambo multiple times, and Tombstone I watch every now and then because it's just so good, dude.
the old with the smiley face. I am old.
I've bought some keepsakes from that movie, we'll say. We'll just leave it at that.
You want to know how old I am? I'm not going to tell you my age, but it's probably not hard to figure out. I was the first person. I was the first person I knew with internet.
Dude,
Oh, that's crazy to think about. I was the first person I knew with internet access.
I literally, sorry, I'm back on Tombstone, just sitting here thinking about it. I literally just went through
Such a good movie.
and ranted to a bunch of people after Val Kilmer died. I was like, yeah, I mean, his most iconic role is probably Tombstone. They're like, I've never seen Tombstone. I was like, you've never seen Tombstone? It's like, go
Tombstone.
home and watch it right now. Don't talk to me.
Tombstone. Well, you know my favorite part.
Both are fire. I love watching them. I've watched them over and over. Dude.
John Rambo just wanted to be left alone. How about the first Terminator? If you've watched the first Terminator. So Terminator 2, in my opinion, is the best action movie ever made. The first Terminator movie, however, is the best Terminator movie ever made. Because the horror element that's captured by the Terminator actually being scary it makes that movie, in my opinion. It makes such a good movie.
Bro, I try to make my friends watch them, and they haven't. Keep trying. You're doing the Lord's work. I think everybody needs that. Dude, Tombstone, that line, we've sent it back and forth a couple times, but that line he says when, he's like, what are you doing here fighting for?
I'm gonna pull it up right
Yeah.
now. I love it so much.
I'm going to let it happen. I'm just not even going to.
Yeah, yep.
I haven't watched Terminator, but I've heard of it. Watch it. Here's the thing is, if you like Rambo, dude,
Yeah.
watch Predator, the original Predator.
There's
Watch.
Film critics will tell you that is actually the most picture-perfect screenplay brought to the screen because it shows you the acts.
Yeah.
Act 1, they go down there, they fight the drug guys or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're bad to the bone. Act 2, everything falls off the rails and they're being chased.
Yeah.
Act 3, Arnold realizes what to do, and then the tables get turned again.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. What
The other thing is that's a
Terminator
quintessential monster movie is when they don't show you the monster until late in the movie. Like you only get glimpses.
I want to make sure this is going to show the right thing. Oh, man. This is so good. Queuing it up.
Cue it up. Let's watch this. This is so good.
Yeah, you got to watch the first Terminator. You'll like it a lot. Queuing it up.
My parents are kind of strict, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm like terrified of the dark. I'm a teen. That's fair. My parents were pretty strict about movies also. I still managed to, when I got a little older, just watch things on TV. And my dad was not as strict. So, like, if he came in the house and I was watching, like, The Predator on cable, like, he'd sit down and watch it with me. Like, he wouldn't, my mom would be the one that was like, what is this? You don't need to be watching that. You know, like.
I assume religious is probably. I'm talking to our lovely viewer too.
Ayako.
I'm sure typically when I hear somebody say that, there's a religious component involved in that too. Yeah, it might be frustrating, but you know what? Respecting your parents is worth it. You got plenty of time to be grown up and jaded and miserable like your boy. So respecting your parents is worth it.
There's a couple times I remember breaking, like, I knew my parents wouldn't let me do something. I was like, I want to do it. Like, I want to watch this. And then I watched it, and it, like, messed me up. And I was like, dude, I shouldn't have watched that.
There you go, you idiot dork. Yeah. Respect your parents. It's worth it. Life changes pretty quick.
Yeah, the stuff. What's funny is I just recommended The Predator, and the thing that got me was like,
well, there was certain elements to this interaction that we weren't, we didn't understand.
Oh
so
yeah. Well, I mean, if you say you've watched Rambo, I feel like you can also watch The Predator.
Well, that's assumed, right?
Yeah.
But now we know.
Yeah, now we know. I respect it.
I do too. And my message was, it's just like, I know that can be frustrating, and when you're younger and everything like that, but nobody loves you more than your parents do, and it can be frustrating, but
so frustrating. I love my parents. Without my dad, I would never watch these fire movies. That's a good dad right there.
That's respect. That's just pops raising them right.
Raising them right. He's like, you know what we're going to do tonight? We're watching Tombstone.
Here's the favorite part.
Here's our favorite.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge she's after. It's a reckoning.
Doc, sorry to be in bed. What the hell are you doing this for anyway?
Walk up with my friend.
Hell, I got lots of friends.
I don't.
My man.
Oh, you get to see the weird videos that I'm suggested.
Oh, you watch Braveheart? Dude,
Just 2 days ago, Braveheart. The music in that movie is.
Yeah, if they watched it 2 days ago, they probably just finished it. That is a long movie. Love it, but man, that is a long movie.
Yeah, it's like a 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp is my friend.
Wyatt.
Oh, heck, I got a lot of friends. I don't.
Well, I don't. Me too. Me too.
Exactly. That's why
What a line he drops.
That line is incredible. Well, I don't. Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I watch there's like a podcast where these guys break down movies and stuff, and they did Tombstone. And they're like, honestly, I feel like after watching this movie, every time Val Kilmer opens his mouth, it's a quote. Like,
it really is.
It's every time he says something, it's a line. Like,
it really is. That was such a good
We finished it on the day. It was so good. Okay, so you didn't just finish Braveheart.
Braveheart. Oh, the music is. I wish I could play it, but we'll probably get shot with a rocket from YouTube headquarters.
We've been getting scorped on.
We have been getting scorped.
Scorped by
on
the
a lot of
powers that be.
On a lot of copyright infringements.
The first battle was hilarious. I can't remember exactly what happens in the first battle.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Is that where they lift their kilts up at him or whatever to taunt him or something?
Probably. I think that's got to be it. Okay, so I get a vibe here. I'm starting to get a picture painted of what movies might enter the arena of watching. Got to be a Jackie Chan fan, right?
Well,
Man, Rumble in the Bronx. Oh. Here, watch. Here comes that comment. And yep. It's either to the Braveheart comment or
I think it's to the Braveheart comment. That's my guess.
the Jackie Chan's coming.
The mockery was amazing. They said.
That's what it was. The Jackie Chan. This has got to be a Jackie Chan fan. There's no way you've not seen Rumble in the Bronx or.
Huh, I don't know, they said.
No, you not watched Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, I will admit, is a very specific interest because of the fact that a lot of his movies, like that style of fighting is so stylized.
Oh, it's so cool.
Dude, I love it. But, and
It's very wholesome, too. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's very wholesome.
yeah. I love watching him break down all of his old stunts and stuff.
It's
with guys.
incredible. It's incredible.
Like he talks about, there was one where I can't remember what movie it is, but he jumps. It's like in a mall. It's like a 4-story mall, and he jumps on this light thing and slides down it, and it breaks all these lights and stuff. And he did it in one take. And
That's Rush Hour.
no, I think it's old.
Yeah.
This one's older than
Really?
Rush Hour because
Okay.
he looks young in this one.
Okay.
He did it in one take and this is also when he was younger because of the fact that he severely hurt himself on that. And they were like, "Are you good?" and everything like that. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And his hands were all messed up from when he grabbed and slid down. I can't remember if he got really severe burns or cuts or something on his hands.
Scrapes.
He talked about like, because he has like his own stuntman. Like, I don't think I've watched anything with him. I've heard of him though.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like the fight films. That's a very specific niche.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, because
But-
I grew up watching Bruce Lee, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I always liked what got me into it. I ended up getting into it backwards because the first movie I ever saw, I think it was called Fearless with Jet Li.
Yeah.
And that was like one of his last movies.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was like, dude, this is awesome. And then I watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. And then I watched Jet Li's Hero,
Yeah.
which is a dope movie.
Yes, it is.
And have you all watched? Oh, Ip Man. Yeah. So
Ip Man, there you go.
Ip Man is about the guy who trained Bruce Lee, I'm pretty sure.
I think it might be. I think that might be correct.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the folklore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we know.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be apocryphal information,
Yeah.
but
Jackie Chan's in that vein, but he's more like slapstick and wholesome. So to give you an idea, like how fun me and my dad loved Jackie Chan movies. We watched every single one of them multiple times.
one of my bosses when I worked my job in college, he would pull up videos on his Netflix account and bring me into his office, and we'd just watch a scene if it was a slow day. And he brought me in and we watched, I can't remember if it's Ip Man 1 or 2 or something, but it's the one
In
where
that day,
like,
probably one.
it was what the scene was. There was like something going on where they were like, you get bags of feed. I don't know if it was rice. I think it was rice. You get bags of rice for every guy you beat up. And so people would be like, I'll challenge 2 people. And they put 2 bags of rice down. And then if you win the fight, you get those bags of rice. So he challenged like everybody and got all the rice. But that fight scene is brutal.
Yeah.
Just snapping dudes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Jackie Chan? Do you like the Rumble in the Bronx?
Rumble in the Bronx has got to be one of them. Operation Condor is pretty good too. There's the one where he's in Australia. That might be Operation Condor, actually. Let me look.
It's funny, I'm just letting this. Oh, I remembered a great movie, Kung Fu Hustle. Have you
Kung
watched
Fu
Kung
Hustle.
Fu Hustle? I have actually never seen Kung Fu Hustle.
I don't know if I watched it all the way through. I hate to say that. Rumble in the Bronx. Okay. That was Operation Condor.
Grr.
I think Operation Condor is the one where he's in Australia, and that's a pretty good one too. Let me look up Kung Fu Hustle again to refresh my memory.
They're shocked that I have not seen Kung Fu Hustle.
I have seen this, but I barely remember it. Yes, because I remember the woman with the curlers. There's a strong possibility you would like Jackie Chan. There's a strong possibility. Now it's cornier, it's dubbed, so you got to get over the fact that it's got that.
It's so good, it's really funny. They said.
Yeah, you would probably like this movie. Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably watch it, honestly. Oh, I've seen the scene with that woman with the hair curlers.
Yeah.
Because I think that's actually pulled from a Jackie Chan movie.
That's why I was mentioning. Yeah,
it's a trope. Like,
if it's not pulled from a Jackie Chan movie, this is very inspired by Jackie Chan. Yeah, I think you really would like Jackie Chan. It's wholesome too, like I said. Like you can watch it with anybody in your family. It's just wholesome. I don't know if he has a rated R movie.
This woman with the smoking addiction, yeah.
Oh, to be young again. Thinking about being a teen. Can you imagine? Half of me wishes I was young again, and half of me likes being old and smart. like having been tricked once with everything already, I kind of like having that out of the way.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I kind of like having that out of the way.
I'll ask my dad about it. I'm sure he'd love to watch it with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Jackie Chan. I suggest Rumble in the Bronx. It's a good entry point. See if I pull up a scene from it. Oh, I didn't think about this. This is probably going to get us copyright.
Playing movie clips?
I bet.
I would almost feel like it shouldn't. Don't worry, it's on me.
Boy, let me find something that's not potato quality.
Yeah? Hey, I see you. You
I'm so excited to watch this right now.
stealing? Yeah, I see you.
Oops. I messed it up.
Got a problem? Yo! Get outside! Know what you doing, man? So, you're a tough guy, huh?
No! No, Charles! I'm sorry. I'm wrong. The trucking.
You shut up!
Yes! I can't remember. His style is drunken something.
That's in a particular movie.
Yeah,
He's just a karate. I think he's.
I watched something where he talked about the style he chose to do whenever he was shooting movies was it was drunken something because it has a comedy element to it.
You should be sorry.
What's funny is he stops the shoplifters by wrecking her store.
Classic Hollywood.
Careful what I just said.
There you go. There's some Jackie Chan. But
Seems great, just like the movies my dad and I love.
there
Sick.
you go. Rumble in the Bronx. Let me tell you his fighting style. I think he's a kung fu guy.
By the way, my version of liking stuff that's like you kind of have to, I don't know, accept the age of it is Western movies. So it's funny we were talking about Tombstone. Like there's some old Western movies that have, I think, really good stories. They're just kind of like dated in how they're presented to the audience, you know?
Yep.
I like to this day I think that The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is one of the prettiest movies ever filmed. Even for its day, the shots they take,
Yeah.
the color in it, like it's so good.
There's a Western that's based off of an old samurai story. What is it?
The Magnificent Seven.
Yes, that's based off the samurai one. Really hard to watch because it's such an old movie. It's Toshiro Mifune. But my mom made me watch that when I was growing up, and that is one of the most gangster stories on planet Earth.
I actually want to watch that too because you've mentioned it, and
Oh,
now
man.
several like cinephile guys that I
It's
know have said
incredible.
that it's one of their top favorite movies of all time.
It's a slow burner. It's a really slow burning movie. It's nothing about it is. I mean, it's like in 1950 something.
yeah.
But the plot and how it happens and just everything about it is the reluctant samurais come back to protect a town, and then they're fighting, and you know the inevitable happens. But it's awesome. What is his martial arts style?
Yeah, maybe he was just talking about in his comedy movies, but he said it was. It was.
He's multiple forms of kung fu. Well, I'll tie in what you're saying because you're not wrong, but I wanted to fact check myself.
Yeah.
Multiple forms of kung fu, karate, judo, boxing, taekwondo, and jeet kando. So drunken, he has a movie where he's this drunken fighter, and it's one of his early ones that he's pretty famous for, and that's where that stemmed from was the Legend of the Drunken Master.
Yeah, I mean, it was some interview I remember vividly watching. He was like wearing a turtleneck, and he's talking to them, and he said that he liked using the drunken style because for the movies he was in, it had a humorous element to it, like it added humor to a fight scene, and
Yeah.
that's why he went down a path more of comedy movies as his career progressed, more so than people wanting him to be like a Bruce Lee replacement.
Had too many weird scenes.
Dad wants to watch a few Western movies with me, but they have had too many weird scenes.
It's had too many weird scenes. I'm gonna take that as I think I know what you mean by weird. You know what's a good one? Probably my favorite Western movie, but well, no, Tombstone is, but this is. Let me show you this because
I
this.
have watched every Rocky movie they've ever made, and even both Creed movies.
Ooh, okay. This is a good Western that you should ask your dad about. This is my second favorite Western, a close second to Tombstone.
I'm excited for this one. I can't wait. It's a good one. That's got what's his face in it that
Robert Duvall and Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, yeah.
Open range. This movie, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm almost positive your pops is gonna let you watch this movie with him. I think it's pretty safe. The romance in it is very pure, and as a guy that doesn't really care about romances in movies, I gotta say that the way that they do it in this one is good. But this whole lead up to the main action in this movie is just, that's a good movie. Open range. Yeah, and like I said, the romance in it isn't, I have a feeling that's what weird meant. And so I wanted to emphasize that point that it's that part of the movie is done very nicely. It's very, very, very wholesome, which is why I liked it. It's not way over the top. It's very wholesome. It's very realistic.
They started coming out with ended up becoming its own genre because there was this John Wayne popularized, the westerns, and then it became the spaghetti westerns, which were all the Hang 'em High, A Fistful of Dollars.
You know why they're called that, right?
Because they were filmed in Italy.
Because it was cheap.
Yeah, because it was cheaper to film them in Italy, so they filmed them in Italy. So they did the spaghetti westerns, and then they came out with and this was more so in like the 90s, like when we were kids. That's when you get Open Range, Unforgiven. They called them they call them anti-westerns.
Open Range was early 2000s, but anyways.
I think Unforgiven might have also been early 2000s.
I think that's late 90s. Let me look. That's a good movie too. But I don't know about that one.
But the anti-western was essentially like, it's a trope that you'll notice in superhero
1992.
movies. Okay. No, wow, that came out way earlier than I thought. Oh wait. All right. I bet you have good taste in movies if you've watched the others I've mentioned. I'll ask later. Oh, have you all watched Rocky 1 through 4?
Oh, we didn't really talk about it. Well, I'm sorry. We abandoned Rocky.
Yeah, I totally got distracted and ran away with something else.
Yeah, that was rude.
Yeah. No, I think Rocky 1 is an amazing movie as far as like the inspiring element of it. I didn't really like another Rocky movie until the one where he fights the Russian, which I think is Rocky 5? 4. 4? 4. When he fights Drago.
I've only seen 1 through 4. I don't think I've seen any of the... I don't think I've seen any of the new stuff.
Yeah, so after that, then they came out with... was it just called Balboa? Ooh. There was one called Balboa where... They do ESPN essentially does like a simulated fight between a modern fighter and him, and he gets cooked, and then the modern fighter guy starts talking a lot of trash. So they're like, all right, we'll fight an exhibition, and they fight an exhibition, and it doesn't go as well. 4, yeah, 4 is that's the one with the Russian dude. That's when. I feel like Rocky reclaimed its inspiring sort of like, he's not supposed to beat this guy.
Yeah, I saw up to 4. I didn't see 5. I didn't see Rocky Balboa, and I didn't watch any of the Creed movies.
No, so the Creed movie is essentially them kind of remaking Rocky, but not remaking it. You know what I mean? It's like the same movie. Rocky, the one where he like... There's like 2 where he comes back, and I think, man.
Okay, 5's not worth watching.
I can't remember. What happens in 5?
That's where he's old.
Is that the one? Is that the one I'm talking about? That's called like just Balboa or something?
I don't know. It says Rocky V right here, but he's mentoring a young fighter.
Dude,
There's one after that called Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, I think there was... So Rocky 5, and then I think Rocky Balboa, and then they had the Creed movies.
That's the order it shows on here.
Okay. Dude, you know what? When he started remaking his old movies, I was actually surprised that the movie he made that was Rambo was actually decent.
The most recent one?
Not the most recent one where he, like... picks up the little girl, I guess, and
I didn't see that one.
That was not great, but it's not terrible. I guess.
Did watch the other one you're talking about with the ending with scene with the 50 cal machine gun. That's one of the most violent things I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
Yeah, that is probably one of the most.
that one has a way with you.
That movie, I thought that movie was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But what was it? Was that one just called Rambo? Because all the Rambo movies were actually called like First Blood 2.
Yeah, I think that one's just called Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the machine gun scene is crazy on that one, man. That goes hard. That goes hard.
Rambo First Blood is the best one. I can't disagree with that.
It's a classic.
I learned that movie had a lot more history behind it than in its time than what I realized when I watched it, because of the fact that people were actually treating soldiers like that coming home from Vietnam.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of that sort of like a lot of the stuff that happens to him in the beginning of the movie, if you would have watched that when it came out in theaters, would have been a lot more culturally relevant than what you realize today. You know what I mean? I never realized that.
Yeah. Yep. And he just wanted to be left alone.
Just wanted to be left alone, dude.
Yeah. Just leave John Rambo alone.
And that's what I like when his superior shows up and he's like, they did it first. They started it. He's like, I didn't do this. He goes, I didn't want any part of it. You know, like that. I love that.
Something wrong with them guys named John.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh my goodness, it's almost 10.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel it in my bones.
Yeah, we're going to be getting out of here pretty soon. Ayako.
OMG. I cry every time he says the backstory at the end. It's intense.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look at that again. I haven't seen it in a long time. Me and my dad definitely did watch that.
It is funny that he was talking about how him and Stallone, or him and Schwarzenegger had those, like the back and forth, and he was like, I never even thought about it. He's like, started listing off his movies and then what Arnold would come out with. And he was like, yeah, I came out with Rambo. And he's like, and what did he come out with? He's like, Commando. Like,
yeah, Commando's not nearly as good.
No. Commando's one of those that's so cheesy it's good.
Yes, I loved it.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, when
it's like of eating a funnel cake.
When his friend wanted to leave and he was just like, I can't find your legs. Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's intense, man.
Yeah. Fighting a messed up war, too.
Dude, this is really off the beaten path. Have you seen the size of the bats they have in Vietnam?
No. Do they have the flying fox? The
Yes.
legitimate flying fox?
Yes.
Pulling it up.
Because there's a lot of instances of them talking about helicopter pilots firing off in the night because they thought demons were chasing them. And a lot of people have like a lot of conspiracy theories about it being like Mothman and stuff. But it legitimately is just those giant bats flying around at night. Terrifying creatures.
Oh my gosh.
That literally looks like a 12-year-old boy in a blanket hanging upside down. There's one that has like a guy next. Yeah, you can see that like moped right there in the corner. Oh, look at scroll down to the third row. There's a guy standing next to it.
Oh my gosh.
That's like a German Shepherd that flies, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not scared of bats by any means, but if I saw that thing, if I leave tonight and I see that thing flying above the streetlights, I'm gonna run inside.
Well, you could hear it too. Dude. Could you imagine hearing this thing fly?
Yeah.
Right?
That thing is prehistoric, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It literally looks like Dracula just sitting there. Ew, I'd freak out if I ever saw that.
That's crazy.
It literally looks like it'd just be like, hello.
I know. Welcome. No. No. No, thanks. Gosh, it's crazy. This is our first American viewer, right? So we had, I assume America.
Yeah, I never. We never
because what was our first viewer was
our
Australia,
first viewer,
right?
Saudi Arabia was the first one, wasn't it?
No.
Or did it
before
go
that was
Australia,
the,
Saudi
was
Arabia?
the woman talking about the books.
Yep.
We talked to her about her moon goddess
Yes.
romance novels.
Yep. She
Yeah.
was from Australia.
She was from Australia. And then the second one was the Saudi Arabian guy.
Yep.
Then we made friends with the German guy that showed up for a
Yeah,
little
he
bit.
was on summer break, and so he was
Yeah.
staying up real late.
And then I think this is our first American viewer
Yeah.
on YouTube,
And
nonetheless.
on YouTube, yeah. This is our first YouTube viewer, too.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of advertising or posting anywhere, so
Yeah.
we need to get off. I need to help him make content is what the problem is, and I'm a lazy dad with a full-time job.
Yeah, I could be better at it, too.
I'm a dad, but my children aren't old enough to start watching Braveheart with them.
I'm crashing, man.
You're done? Are you calling it?
10 o'clock here now. I guess we're in the same area. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah. You're in the Central Standard Time. Yep, we're Central Standard Time, so here we are. We're some Southern Illinois boys. That's as much info as you're getting out of me, Fad. We'll talk just for a little bit more, and then we'll say goodbye. And then if you want to know, so far it was Fridays, but it recently switched to every single Wednesday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We're sitting in here doing this. Often I'm playing the guitar while he does the art. But tonight I wasn't feeling it. I'm pretty tired. Work has been kicking my hiney. Little baby boy. I'm tired. Whoop, whoop. I'll have to try to check out a live stream. Ayoko. What is it again? I keep saying it wrong. Ayoko. I'll have to check out I'll have to pay attention to check out a live stream. Reciprocate. That's how you forge healthy friendships.
Every Wednesday, I'll be sure to try my best to stop in. Appreciate you.
We here.
Yeah, we'll be here either way.
Yeah, one of us will.
Y'all read mangas?
I don't.
I started trying, yeah.
Educate the boomer. What is it?
Manga is just essentially it's comic books, but it's Japanese and
Okay.
Korean. So when you buy them, it kind of breaks your brain at first because you have to read them backwards that you would read a traditional comic book.
Remember you telling me that? I remember you telling me that now. You do have one, and you gotta go read it the other way.
I'm actually streaming tomorrow, I think. All right.
What time?
What time? Yeah. $10 a.m.
Okay. I'll follow you from my my account that I actually watch stuff on. I don't use our streaming account to do anything but stream. I'll pop in.
Have you read? Vagabond is literally one that I want to start reading because I really like Vinland Saga. I've told you about, John.
Yep.
Vagabond is essentially about a samurai, and it's really stoic, and I want to read it, but I haven't. That's the one that I want to get and start reading. I just started it. It's great. I've read 2 books so far. You've sold me. This weekend, I'm going to go out to my bookstore, and I'm going to buy the first copy of it and start reading it.
We still have a bookstore?
Yeah, dude.
Barnes and Noble?
No, Books A Million, but I don't think they have 1,000,000 books. I actually might ask them when I go in there and be like, y'all really got 1,000,000 books in here?
Yeah. Where's that millionth book at?
Yeah. Have you counted?
Barnes and Noble. Cool. Ready to say bye-bye? Got any other questions?
Another manga I'd love is Original Sin. It actually just became an anime.
I've heard that.
Original.
Isn't it a video game too?
It might be a video. I know because I think I just saw it on Crunchyroll. Because I've been watching through Kaiju number 8.
Oh, okay. I was confused because it is the name of a turn-based D&D inspired game called Divinity.
Oh. Okay.
That's why I got. It's also that. That's the devs that did Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I hope you all have a nice night.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
We'll let it catch up for a second.
Yeah. Video game? I don't think so. Yeah. So. Oh. Crazy delay.
Insane.